Austin as a person, there's very few people I think in your life that you really want to be around. People that are always happy, always lucky, you're in a better mood when you're around them because they just radiate like this such positive energy. That was Austin all the time.
Gonna be hanging like this?
I met Austin a long time ago. We were both pretty much kids at the time. Well before really I did a lot of filming, like as more of a deal, more of a YouTube channel, and it was more just having fun. And we both shot competition archery. He was just getting into it. From the very beginning, it was we were around Austin a lot. Every year we would do a trip down to Louisiana at Long Fork, and we did it for like 3 or 4 years in a row. And it was kind of our one hunting trip every single year. I'd fly in, we'd hang out for 5 or 6 days, we'd shoot does, and if we got lucky, a good buck.
He's down! Yes! He's down!
So going back this year, it was a weird feeling. It was weird being there without him, but in the same token, it was great to be back. It was great to be back with a purpose for this new foundation.
So in October of 2021, Austin was killed in a vehicle accident. And after his death, I decided to start the Austin Hunter Chamberlain Memorial Foundation to honor his life and legacy. And the primary function of the mission, if you will, of the foundation is to shepherd stewardship through science, to identify small cohorts of young men and women who are already passionate about hunting and the outdoors, but who have lacked opportunities to become true stewards of the resources like Austin was because of the opportunities that he had been given hanging around with Dad.
I think everyone's dad plays a big role obviously in their lives. It really does shape a young adult's life to who they become. And Mike did such a great job guiding Austin into the outdoors, into his passions. So now for Mike to be able to continue to be a steward of the land and to show the next generation, the young generation, all that it has to offer, that is a big part of the foundation in my eyes, is to continue Austin's legacy by helping Mike to create, even if it's just at a small level, create a network and create a way to help people really get into the outdoors and get into hunting.
There we go.
So Michael and Elijah were really good friends with Austin, and Austin got them into hunting a little bit, got them into archery a little bit, but Mike chose them because we wanted to share that intimate relationship with this property, with such a childhood milestone that was for Austin, a childhood memory for Austin, which was this place. To be able to share that with them and expand their bow hunting abilities and bow hunting experience for a few days. So getting both of them down, both very beginner bow hunters, to be able to get in a spot where there's tons of deer, tons of opportunities, to be able to get them down there and to experience that and to help start their hunting careers even more, with Mike and myself and everyone being there to kind of help guide and answer questions and kind of all the above.
Of it. And there's a bayou behind you. So most of the deer activity is from out in front, so they shouldn't witness it. That's the plan.
What wind do we have in the morning?
East-southeast. So it'll be blowing like this. Perfect for where we are.
Coming.
Just like that. Yep.
Sweet.
So Austin met Michael years ago. Austin was traveling to the area that Michael lives in to compete in an archery tournament. And Michael's parents are good friends of ours, and they offered Austin the opportunity to stay at their house while he was competing in this archery tournament. And they developed a fast friendship, which started around the fact that both of them love to fish, and both of them think they know how to fish better than the other person. So Austin taught Michael some tricks of the trade, and Michael taught Austin some tricks of the trade, and they became fast friends and were until Austin's death. Elijah actually met Austin when we moved to Georgia. He lived in the same subdivision that we lived in, and Austin was a number of years older than Elijah, but as Austin did with everybody he met, he became immediate friends. He kind of took Elijah under his wing, taught him how to fish, taught him how to hunt, taught him how to shoot a bow, taught him all, you know, as kind of a big brother figure. And they spent a lot of time together when Austin had first moved to a new state, didn't know a lot of people, but as you know from being with Austin, Austin became friends with people very quickly. He developed a network of friends quickly, but Michael and Elijah really in many ways, their friendship with Austin spoke to kind of the type of person he was. Just, you know, immediately take you in, immediately become your buddy, find a common thread, right? Something that connects you. That's who Austin was. So once I identified Michael and Elijah as kind of the first cohort to route through the foundation, I sought 3 different opportunities for hunts that would offer them a diverse array of experiences. So this first hunt we started here in Louisiana, an archery deer hunt. The idea was to immerse those 2 young men into a place that Austin cherished.
This is actually a spot. That's actually really cool that we're back at this spot. But the first deer I've ever killed off of this place, and the first deer that I killed with Austin, there's a tree stand just up and behind us right over here. And he actually killed a doe out of it too that year when we were together. So it was just kind of cool to come back and be right at this spot. So anyways, there's been a bunch of does, and I don't think there's been any bucks here in particular, but you never know. Sit back. This will be your second bow kill, hopefully.
Oh, I'm ready for it.
Rock and roll. Oh my gosh. Dude, they were so finicky the whole time. Oh, yes. After this morning, and that doe that came in, she had a double throat patch. It's kind of cool. Oh, that's awesome. Man, dude, that got me. Whew. Hell yeah. That's awesome.
Hold out, buddy.
To be able to share a place that he loved, that I love, that I think everyone loves. To be able to go back and share that with 2 new guys that aren't really into bow hunting, to be able to share that experience with them, it was great. It really was a good moment just to kind of sit back and think about everything and appreciate everything and just kind of look back on some of those memories.
Through the foundation, my initial hope is to simply impact the lives of these small cohorts. But ultimately, I want the foundation to have the breadth and the scope to impact a much broader suite of young people, to offer and foster their opportunities in the outdoors, to allow them to educate themselves through contacts with other accomplished hunters and land managers and stewards, and ultimately use the foundation to have an impact that's much broader than myself, that's much broader than the small group that we start with. But I have to start somewhere, right? So these small cohorts are how I'll get that process started.
Gosh, this is a tough one. What would I say if Austin were here right now? If he were in the shop right now, I know that a lot of people did care about him a lot. And that I know it's tough for a lot of people, it's tough for me to sit down and really think about what he would be like today, because I know he'd be doing crazy things and awesome things and be able to live a life. It's so tough to think about. Life is so short, life is so precious, and if he was here right now, I mean, there's definitely a reason for things, but it just doesn't seem fair. And I know God, there's always a lesson in everything, but it just doesn't seem fair. But with this foundation, everything that I know Mike is doing, I know he's doing it and Austin's looking down with a smile on his face, because any time that you can get someone else involved in the outdoors, involved in bow hunting, I know that that would just tickle him. I know he would absolutely love that. So I know that's a big push for Mike. I know that's a big push for me. And just really everything that we do is there's so much specialness about the outdoors and bow hunting that we want everyone to experience. So just one step at a time. I think this foundation is another great thing that I'm definitely going to focus attention on to do for Austin and for the bow hunting world and just for people in general and their sanity. But I know Austin would definitely be happy at everything that Mike has done and that we're going to continue to do with this foundation.